All right, I think we're live. Hey everyone, so it's just a rainy Saturday today. Some thunder and lightning going on, so I just wanted to play around with some AI. We're in the middle of uh, releasing some AI for copywriting, sales copy. So this specifically is for AI intro lines and PS lines. So I just want to play around with it, get some feedback, do some live tests. So this is just a demo. This would all be built into the Uptycs platform inside of a sequence where it would go out and grab, some information and generate this. We're doing some other things with email templates and writing email copy and stuff too, but this is the intro line. So I'm just going to run some samples here. This is actually my uncle. So with this model, we just enter a company name, size, job title, the about on the LinkedIn, and then the company. So we're using GPT-3. We've got two different models. The DaVinci model is like 10x more expensive, unfortunately, with OpenAI, and the Curry model is 10x less expensive. You get varying results. We're still fine tuning this, but we'll just run through some examples. But the idea, and specifically in Uptycs, is this gets generated and then you edit it and tweak it. So we generate a intro line, and then you can edit it before it gets sent out. So you review each one. We actually force that. We don't allow people to just send these AI intro lines and stuff like that. So, for example, so my uncle here, if you're watching, hope you're having a great Saturday. But he's a VP of Strategic Accounts. Centered his information here. So the output with the cheaper model, and this is pretty long, it's looking like, but it says terrific to discover that under your great leadership, Indig Group has successfully established operations in the production of electric vehicles and full service retail dealerships. That'd probably be good enough from there. This might be a second line. Um, but yeah, I mean the results are pretty good. So it's just again reading about the person and the company, and you know when it'll at least in Uptycs anyway, it'll run different variation. It'll create several variations once we implement this. So you'll be able to basically pick like which model you want to use, the like cheaper one, the more expensive one, and then we'll show several results. So you can kind of take it, make it your own. This saves obviously the goal here isn't necessarily to like totally automate, but it's to save a bunch of time. And by putting in different copy into your emails, it actually helps with deliverability by not using the same template over and over again. So in addition to just standing out a little bit more with the prospect. So here's another variation. Totally impressed with your dedication to the battery industry and building Indig Group, pushing past enterprises into the battery specialist market and retail dealerships with a keen focus on the PTV. No idea what that is. And LSV industry are just great examples of your great talents. So again, you can take this and kind of edit it, tweak it, make it your own. Let's pop over to the DaVinci model and see what some of the differences are. Um, they're actually pretty subtle. So this one says, fantastic to know about your great passion for the battery industry. My uncle's been in the battery industry for like 35 years, um, which has led you to create Indig Group. I don't think he actually created it, so he's VP of Strategic Accounts with past ventures in the battery specialist market, and today with a keen focus on. So it's actually very similar to the Curry model, but it's a lot more expensive, which just a consideration. We'll let customers kind of decide on exactly what they want to pick. So we can just keep seeing different examples. Here's a shorter one. Wonderful to see your great passion for the battery industry. You'd want to probably swap out this duplicate word and your wonderful achievements while working with different companies. That's pretty generic. I don't really like that one. We're at liberty of the AI, of course. But yeah, you can take these and kind of make them your own. Let's do a different example. Maybe a little bit more familiar to people, so I'm just going to pop in my information into this. So I'm going to say Uptycs 8 founder, and then I have this information saved over on a different screen that I'll pop in here. real quick. So inside the platform, this stuff will all be automated. You won't need to like go and copy all this stuff individually. It'll just automatically do it. The system will go out and find this for you. Okay, so this generator already, brilliant job on bringing together CRM and cold outreach to bridge the gap between sales and automation in one powerful tool. Loved your dedication towards growing upticks. It's amazing. That's actually pretty good. I of course know myself, and based on what I've entered, I have at least on my LinkedIn profile. There's yeah, we are bringing together CRM and cold outreach into one tool. So that's actually pretty intuitive. I'm assuming, yeah, it's coming from some of these lines in here. All right. You'll notice like there's a lot of power words, so we had to write hundreds and hundreds of variations of these, and we took kind of a complementary approach and stuff like that. So I don't know if these. I mean, I think this one could be used as like an intro line in the beginning of an email. Some of these could be used more as like a PS line at the bottom of the email. So say what you need to say in the beginning. You could still do a personalization of some sort. Problem, solution, call to action. And then you could throw this at the end as a PS. And it does add that flair, right, at the end. But a bigger piece is saving time on the research and improving your cold email deliverability. So that's there's a number of different things. Because writing these just takes a lot of brain energy, and just having to be creative all the time and write these. Sometimes it just helps with writer's block. All right, not that we are going to take these necessarily and use exactly what it says. It's a good starting point a lot of times and can still save us that research time. I'll run this one again, see what happens. Brilliant to see your dedication towards the growth of upticks by combining the power of CRM, cold outreach, and sales automation in one tool. Shows the power of your determination and impact of your mind. Became a huge fan of yours. Pretty good. Kind of long, but again, still, I mean, if your email is good and you're hitting somebody with a relevant problem and it's important to them, people will keep reading your emails. But we could always shorten this up a little bit. We'll run this one more time, and then we'll pop over to the other model. Pretty similar. Brilliant work on building a platform that combines the power of CRM, cold outreach, and sales automation in one tool. Little punctuation issues there. Again, another reason why we don't just want to like send these automatically. You've probably seen emails sent with AI. It's a game changer for companies to maximize their time and make the largest impact with upticks. Pretty good. We'll hop over to the cheaper model. We'll see what happens. Great to see Upticks being the go-to software for sales-focused companies to manage all of your work and maximize time while making the largest impact. That's pretty good. I can tell it's a little bit more, just more so regurgitating some of the words. It's not quite as creative. Whether that makes a huge impact on like reply rates and stuff like that, that's to be seen, which is why we're going to give users the option to pick which model. Even though there's only one guarantee in life, death and taxes, having sales systems and salespeople definitely gives you an edge. Upticks is doing an amazing job. So that's interesting. So where I thought this one was a little bit more robotic, I actually know that I have like my About Me section, it actually says, they say death and taxes are the only two guarantees in life. So that actually pulled out a little bit of creativity, which would stand out to me. And not that we want to necessarily regurgitate everything that people are saying in their like About Me section. It at least shows that we did some research on somebody and we're not just, blasting out as many emails as humanly possible. And even if you are using AI to write, we're still reviewing it, right? So the AI is really just doing a lot of the research for us, and we want to fine tune it from a human perspective. All right. Some of those are a little bit long. Was swamped away after seeing the alternative to sinking the Titanic with unequivocal dedication to growth by Upticks. So that's interesting because I actually have in here thing about unequivocal dedication to growth. And then somewhere in here, I think it says something about the Titanic. So when we're trying to get just attention in the inbox, this actually, I mean, it sounds a little weird if you don't actually know what the content's saying, but this could actually stand out because I actually bring up the like Titanic and stuff like that. And then it finishes. Upticks is a true it's truly a revolution in sales management. Hats off to you. That's pretty good. And that's the cheaper model. So that's interesting. I'm gonna pop in another one. I'm gonna actually pop over because this one will be pretty simple. My co-founder Dan, and we'll run it on the cheaper model. Wonderful to see someone with 15 years of progressive development and building a successful platform for sales-focused companies to manage all your work. A little bit of a run-on. Probably want to clean that up. Upticks is truly a revolutionary platform. The only thing, just because I obviously know, like we haven't been building Upticks for 15 years, but Dan has, information. It says he's got 15 years of progressive development, team experience, or team leadership. So a little bit inaccurate there, I would say, but it's AI, right? Wonderful to see your great dedication to building Upticks into the best modern sales management platform for sales-focused companies to manage all your work. We could probably shorten that a little bit. Upticks is far ahead from many other competitors in this field. Pretty good. Not perfect, I wouldn't say, but pretty good considering it's the cheaper model. Fantastic to see Upticks being the go-to software for sales-focused companies to manage all your work. By combining the power of CRM and sales automation in one tool, Upticks is a true revolutionary. A little weird there. That's where we'd want to apply the human element to it and just making sure things sound all right. But that's pretty good, to be honest. And again, there's just like saving our time. Varying up our email a little bit with customization, so the email client providers like Gmail and Microsoft Outlook and all those aren't seeing the same email template getting sent over and over and over again. Sorry, my girls are having a blast over in the other room, so if you can hear them, they're just playing and just being kids. So they're having a great time. Let's hop over to the DaVinci model and see how it works with Dan's profile. Wonderful to see Upticks taking an important step towards modern sales management by combining the power of CRM and sales automation in one powerful tool. Prestigious companies like Salesforce and Oracle, Upticks is absolutely a game changer. That sounds kind of weird, but what's interesting here is I don't, Upticks isn't going to replace a Salesforce or an Oracle, but the AI tried to pull in companies in a similar space as us. So that's interesting. We'll do one more on the DaVinci and then we'll hop over to another profile. Fantastic to see Upticks evolving as a modern sales management platform for companies to manage their work via CRM, cold outreach, sales automation. Little punctuation there. It looks like we need some commas, but it's all right. It's a huge advantage for companies to maximize their time and make the largest impact with Upticks. Prestigious. Yeah, little weird there, but that's all right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's hop over to one more. I'm gonna pull in my buddy Brandon. He's founder. I have not actually used this at all on his profile, so I have no clue what the output's gonna be. I haven't even read his about me stuff. We'll start with the DaVinci model. Really loved how SalesUp creates custom solutions to help you solve your business challenges. With data-driven results, you've achieved incredible growth with small and large businesses. Pretty good. I haven't read any of this, so I'm not familiar. You're over there. Yeah, I mean the about stuff is a little bit generalized, I'd say. So I mean that's considering the input, that's pretty good. Wonderful to see SalesUp helping businesses create new opportunities and support their business growth with data-driven results. Very inspiring. That's pretty good. And again, just solving a lot of the research type stuff for us and keeping that email template different, a little different. Actually, I'm going to run one more on this model and see what comes out, because we'll be running I think 3 variations for each one to let people pick, and then you can basically copy them to the clipboard and all that kind of stuff. I'll might hop over and show you the process actually inside of Uptycs. We currently have an integration with Line.ai to do intro lines. But this is our own model that we are releasing in addition to Line. So we'll actually have both. So let me run over or hop over to the query model quick. Really loved your approach to lead generation and helping companies achieve growth with data-driven results by creating custom solutions. That's a great business idea. I mean, honestly, there's not a huge difference. In a lot of these, I can't necessarily tell the difference between the 2 models. I mean, I can very subtly, but I don't know that it's 10x the value from it, honestly. Again, we'll still let people decide, and we'll have different since Uptycs, we have like usage-based credits and stuff. I don't think we're not going to make it 10x the cost. We'll just have a lower margin essentially on the DaVinci model, and then let users choose. Super impressed with your approach to solving business challenges using technology and creativity and helping them achieve growth, data-driven results. Sales Up is doing an awesome job. That's pretty good. So I'm actually fairly impressed with the Curry model, given that it's 10x less in price. Wonderful to see Sales Up's approach of data-driven creativity to help companies achieve growth with continuous and fast growth. So a little bit redundant there. Probably want to swap a word out. Sales Up is honored to have visited your company. Yeah, so that sounds a little bit weird, but nonetheless, I'm pretty darn good. I'm gonna hop over quick and just do a quick screen share on my other screen. Let's see here. We're gonna pick Uptycs there. Awesome. So this is basically how it looks inside of Uptycs. So in a sequence, what'll happen is you'll be able to pick. We currently have the Line.ai intro line generator, which I like for PS lines. There's a little bit more matter of fact, but still pretty good. We'll have another option in here to pick our model, basically to generate that intro line. And then you can have your series of emails and stuff like that after that. So what happens is we'll generate the intro line just like we do now. It shows up in the inbox inside of Uptycs, and then when you click on it, then you'll be able to filter through all the different variations. In this case, there's only a couple for this particular person, but basically when you filter through them, you can then add them. Add those to the little clipboard down here, and then you can edit it. So if there's anything weird or whatever, then you can take it. This one's generated from Line since we don't have the Uptycs version built in yet. But once you've edited it, you can just hit approve and complete. And then if your step in your sequence, of course, is then your email template. And if your email template is referencing your intro line, for instance. So I'll give you an example here. In this case, like this is the line one. So you could have your email, let's just say this is your like PS, right? And then line 1 of your email is up here, line 2 is up here, line 3, so on and so forth. You could just insert that intro line there. So when you approve this intro line on the inbox, then that gets inserted. Okay, so you just have to hit approve and complete, and then you're done. And then the system will move on to the next one. It'll complete the task and then move on to the next one. So this one, for instance, had multiple variations. So one thing I like about Line is that they actually have several different variations. They're focused mostly on like the LinkedIn profile as well. But like alumni, like university dining, so it's like it's grabbing like an actual like restaurant, university club, education, supported cause, and then there's different variations. So like follow-up style, question style, and then statement style. So there's different variations and stuff there. So you can kind of pick and choose what you want. And then when we implement ours, basically, this will all look the same. However, I don't think these will be displayed. We'll just show basically the different variations that it generated. And we may have like a regenerate option where you could click, basically similar to what I was doing on the model, where you could just click and regenerate it. If you don't like a variation, then you can just pick another one. But I think we'll do 3 by default. But yeah, that's kind of the process. So pretty simple. All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to hop on quick today and just play around with a little bit of AI. So we're going to be launching our variation here in probably the next couple of weeks inside the Uptycs platform. So excited about that, and some other recent enhancements that we've made actually in the platform is 1 second here, just do a quick reshare. In addition to this, just for like kind of nerdy like cold email stuff, I'll just show you this. We've introduced an easier way to do Spintax. So what Spintax is it's dynamic content. It rotates. It actually helps with deliverability. If you're not doing this with your cold email program, I would definitely encourage it. And we've made it so easy to do now. Basically, it rotates between different variations. So it could be like line 2, line 3. This is all to help with deliverability. We're really focused on deliverability. So if you have your cold email written, you've got line 1, for instance, it's going to rotate between all those different variations. And again, it's rotating that content, so it just helps with landing in the inbox. Okay. And the email client providers aren't seeing that you're sending the same email template over and over and over and over again. All right. So you can take that concept and apply it to individual words. So in addition to these intro lines, by the time you start doing the Spintax and dynamic content, then the email template is more so mimicking human behavior, right? And actual real like live sending patterns and stuff by not sending the same thing over and over again. So there's an example. If you said like hi, you could have hi, hey. I don't think you'd say hello, but that's just an example. You can do an individual word. You could do it with an entire sentence, however you want. So I've recently been testing this actually with some of my lead nurturing emails, and I saw, I think, a 30% increase in my open rates, which was pretty cool to see. And as far as I know, I mean, with that lead nurturing set of emails, I got, I think, a 60-something% open rate, which these people are used to getting emails from me, so it's easy to ignore. That's pretty darn good for lead nurturing style emails. So I was pretty encouraged about that, which tells me that, with those ones, I'm probably not landing in the promo tab, probably not landing in the spam folder either. So all these little things for deliverability stacked on top of each other really help. But that's all I got today. If you got any questions, just feel free to comment. If you want to try this out when we release it, let me know, and be happy to unlock access and get some beta users on it and get us some feedback and improve it. Hope everyone has a great Saturday, and we'll talk to you soon.